Show me what you got. Yo, you're going combo wombo. Keep up the perfect combo. Check it out. They're cheering for you. 100 combos.
What's up everyone, Dr. D here, and in this video we're talking about MFC number 736, ORION.78 Civilization Mix. Not something I thought I was going to be able to do, so wow, let's jump into it. So there's a lot of preface to go over before we just jump into it, and that'll be like, yeah, so you saw my last breakdown that I got the third mix on expert when I got Graduistic Cyber. So this time we're in the 6th mix folder, which only has 6 songs, coincidentally enough. And yeah, one of them is Max 300, and the other two, well, the only two I didn't have were Max 300 and Orion's Civilization Mix. Fun fact, I had 4 perfects on both of them. And, well, I ended up getting Civ Expert today, and that was phenomenal. So I'm going to tell you how it ended up happening. I did recount my story on Twitter. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, link in the description. I usually kind of like go over like the stories behind some MFCs when they're notable. So in this case, I was definitely looking to improve my basic difficult, and then just really my basic and difficult, to be honest. Before today, I had like 3 on basic, and 5 on difficult, and 4 on expert, and I wanted to shave off some perfects. So I was I was playing difficult a couple times, and actually I started with basic. I was just trying to nail basic. I got it down to 1 and it wasn't coming, so I'm like, let's at least try to improve the 5 perfects on difficult, because I had 5, and there we go. Obviously, the world record was at 3 perfect, so I'm like, maybe I can tie the world record or beat it, so I'll play it a few times. So I played it a few times, and on like my 2nd or 3rd time, I got it. I went straight from 5 to an MFC. No one's even gotten better than 3, and I just got it. I was floored. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. So then I decided, okay, that's good, and I kind of have a rule that if my difficult is MFC'd or something, I gotta MFC the basic. So I went down to basic. I'm like, okay, let's MFC it on basic now. And when I was grinding it on basic, there's one part that's like, in the 12th note section, and yes, it is 12 notes on the basic, which is why it's so goddamn hard. That it ends with a double down. It ends with, oh sorry, no, sorry. It ends with an up, up. Now the way that I do this song on basic, I do a lot of like helper steps to fill in the gaps between the notes, and when I do that and it finishes on an up, up, it kind of throws off my rhythm. So for basic, I decided to throw it on mirror, because honestly any other steps are pretty much negligible. I just wanted those 2 steps to be down, down, so that when I hit the down, I can then foot switch with my other foot and make it a lot more flowy. And it absolutely helped. However, I was not able to MFC it. So I'm like, fuck it. I guess I can't MFC it today. But I still said, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can finally improve my expert because, you know, it's been sitting at 4 for like 3 years now. Maybe I can improve my expert. So I selected expert. However, I forgot something. I forgot to turn off mirror. I was about to just quit out, but I'm like, why not? I'll play it through. So I did. And I didn't beat my record. I didn't. However, I did notice that some parts I was getting when usually I don't get them very well. Because, like, you know, mirror made me forced to see something new. I had to react a lot more distinctively and definitively because I was on mirror. And, you know, I've said this strategy before. Like, if it's just literally a timing, if there's nothing you can't do in the song, whether it's mirror or not, try mirror once in a while. You know, give your brain something else to look at and like kind of do that. I don't take my own advice enough, but I played it through on mirror, and there was a couple of parts that I kind of liked better. There's definitely a couple of parts that were a little bit harder, but like overall, I'm like, okay. So I played it a couple more times, and I want to say that one of the times I tied my 4. But you know, I kept playing it, and you know, it wasn't really coming. So then I switched back to regular, and then I switched back to mirror, and you know, I went vice versa to see which one would click, and I was like basically at my wit's end, and then I just tried it one more time on mirror, and I swear it was like, I know I always say this, but I told myself this was like the last set I was trying, but thankfully on the first song I just got it. So we're gonna look at the set that I'm talking about right now. We're gonna play it, and I will stop and you know, go over it. Luckily, the tips that I'm going to give you are mostly like timing ways that can be applied to both mirror or without mirror. So yeah, to be clear, this MFC was done on mirror. Does it mean I couldn't have gotten it on regular? Well, I mean, maybe I couldn't have gotten a period. I'm surprised I got a period. But no, it doesn't really make a difference. Not in the grand scheme of things. I was swapping between mirror and regular between these sets, and it just happened to happen on mirror. So one's not like definitively easier than the other, but if you want, give it a shot on mirror. Maybe it'll have the same effect on you. Who knows? Okay, so let's just jump in. And okay, let's just get this out of the way. Yes, this is going to trigger a lot of people. The down arrow is pointing to the right. Okay, get over it. Are you over it? Okay, let's just go.
First stage.
Alright, so 3.25 and mirror. And yeah, so 3.25, it gives you a 650 scroll speed. A bit fast for most people, but it's definitely beneficial on a song like this. Alright, so it's all mirrored. So if you're familiar with the regular, it might be a little bit new for you. So right off the bat, I'm already kind of getting into the beat. Dun, dun, dun. You see, dun 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 dun. You know, because the first one is just dun 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 dun, right? And yeah, you'll notice that I double step things like that. It is a bit risky. Okay, now here, I hate this part. I usually get like fast or slow perfects around here, but just if I'm really visualizing it, I can usually get it. This one I do not go step. Dun dun dun. Okay, now it's gonna start doing this, the jump, step, step. So the first two are easy. So like this one's actually technically harder because on the regular it would be a jump right right, but this one's gonna be jump left left. But you know, luckily this isn't DDR Extreme, so you can get this just fine. If this was DDR Extreme, yeah, have fun getting a boo here. So, yeah, just step jump it. There's not many tips I can give you here. It's either you can do it or you can't. If you can't do it, practice. If you really can't do it, I mean, practice songs are a little bit easier. I'd say Sumitakawa, but that's kind of overkill. Yes, it's a little bit slower, but I mean, it's way, way, way harder. But, you know, practice step jumps and you can do it. So, okay, now this is like where I can really give you tips that I can apply to all of them. So you're going to notice something. So once we get our first screen, we're off. I'm ghost stepping. Except for that one, but you can see me, I'm ghost stepping. And if I don't know which ghost step to do, you know, like I do down here, so guess what? I do another down. Well, center panel or down, it wouldn't make a difference. So like we finished there, so I'm switching over, so then we can go there. There we go. And then there. You guys should know the melody, so I'm gonna like kind of like sidestep this just so you can like really look at my footwork here. And then this part is like 100% visual because like we're going from like, you know, 12th like that to like a 12th gallop, which is like way different. And once again, these are faster than you think. Like, are they faster than a 16th? Oh my god, I don't know. They feel fast, but 200 BPM is really fast, so I guess they're slower. Yeah, a 16th would be here. Yeah, no. Oh my god. We should cut this part out. Well, no, we're not going to, because that'll just show you one more time that your first two numbers are 2, 2. That one more time that I'm not musically gifted. Like, I can play the game. You don't have to be musically gifted to do it, but yeah. All I can tell you is I visualize this part like really, really hardcore. like I'm all up in this business. Okay, now here's like the real one. The reason why I ghost step for all the earlier section is because I learned to do it because this part I have for the longest time I always add notes here. So
You're on fire!
Oh hey, look, I just talked about in Grady. I actually do cheat this jump many times. See that? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I think I do it a couple times in this song. But yeah, I've gotten MFCs doing this. That's how confident I am doing the bracket jumps with my up. If you're an up right arrow, I'm bracket jumping you. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm bracket jumping you. Like, there's in my mind, there's only 7 jumps in the game. Even 6, because most of the time I just bracket jump the left down. So, and I do one final ghost into this, and then once you hit this, you are off to the races. We're off to the gallops again. And this part is actually harder because like it's like left foot dominant for this entire section, and you know, I'm right foot, so mirror definitely makes this section a little bit tougher for me personally. Alright, that was the first time of the day that I got past the 12ths with a white combo. So now it's clutch mode. It's do or die, and I thankfully do.
Can't wait to see it. 300.
For mirror, you definitely want to make sure you start with your left foot on the up arrow here. For regular, you want to start with your right foot on the down arrow. So always remember that. A lot of times, like, you're going to be positioned like this, and then you'll see the down arrow and hit it with your left, and then you're fucked. So regular, start with your right foot. Mirror, start with your left foot. Alright, that's the final jump, step, jump. Now we just going out. No, whether it's mirror or regular, I double step this entire next part. You can cross it over, but I don't. Okay. And And there you go. So that was my MFC on ORION.78 Civilization mix by 2NB. Definitely one of the hardest songs, 1st through 6 mix to MFC. Only Jinx Yasu and Christopher Life has MFC'd it. I'm the 3rd person to get it, and it's a nightmare. And I'm the 1st person to have it on all difficulties because I was also the 1st person to get the difficult. So pretty cool stuff. I'm still pretty glad I'm able to do anything with my current knee, so hooray. And yeah, it's not better. Yeah, I went to the doctor today. And oh boy, I'll probably update you guys about that next week. Hopefully it's not too serious. Alright, and the last 2 numbers are going to be 1-5 because hey, it's 1-5. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Hope it was helpful. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Take care. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. If you like what I do and want to be notified whenever I upload or go live, subscribe and hit that bell icon. If you really love me, consider pledging on Patreon to enjoy exclusive benefits. Lastly, keep the DDR discussion going by joining my Discord community linked below. Thanks again, and peace.